Hey there, Alex here. If you don't know who I am, my name is Alex Fotio and I run AP Marketing, which is a UGC creatives ad agency. And we specialize in creating UGC ads for ECOM brands who are currently running Facebook and TikTok ads. And so, three things before we start. If you want 3 free UGC creatives for your brand, then make sure you click the first link in the description. I'm going to leave it there. You can just get in touch with us, mention UGC ads somewhere where it says what's your most important question. Make sure you make it distinctly obvious that you want 3 free ad creatives. Otherwise, I'm not going to know what you want. My team isn't going to know what you want. Second thing is, if you want access to this document completely, just for free, I'm not going to ask for your email or anything, then just make sure you click one of the links in the description below. I'm going to outline it completely so it's pretty obvious which one it's going to be. And the third thing is, if you want to join our newsletter where we create and we just completely just put out actionable plug and play systems that you can implement into your business right now, today, in like 5 minutes time, then make sure you join our newsletter. Anyway, let's get into the lesson today. So, how to increase your UGC ads hook rate for ecom brands with examples from Sabri and BOXRAW. I'm not sure if you know who these two are. They're huge. And so, first thing is, if you run an ecom brand and think about this in any capacity, you understand that the hook rate of your UGC creators produces around 80% of your ads result. And as you already know, if your hook rate doesn't work, then the rest of your video doesn't even get seen. If you're not hooking anybody in, they're not going to see everything else. You could have the best offer on the planet. You could have the best product. It solves everybody's problems. It makes them live for 340 different years. It helps them get a harem of wives. It helps them do everything they want to do. Just one product for $1. For free even. But if your hook doesn't hook them, you're not going to get any sales. They're not going to watch till the end of your ad. Which is specifically why the hook is the most important part of your ad. And in this document, I'm basically going to go through the psychology behind great hooks and then show you a couple of real examples so that you can attract more customers to your site and run your ads at a profit. We've currently reached 4 to 5x ROAS for our clients. So I like to say that I know what I'm talking about. So how attention works in the human brain. So attention is made up of 2 different neurotransmitters, dopamine and norepinephrine. We're going to get a bit technical here. Don't worry, this is going to loop back to how you can create hooks that completely just stop people from scrolling and think, whoa, what just happened there? Yeah. So dopamine. Dopamine is more the anticipation for, or the opportunity to attain something. So it's not actually the action of getting something. In fact, dopamine levels actually drop significantly when you actually attain something or the thing that you anticipated attaining. So it's not the action of actually attaining whatever it is that you want. It's the feeling you get when you expect to get something you want. It's the anticipation that causes dopamine. And norepinephrine is almost the exact opposite. It's the conflict because it causes alertness. And as you'll see in just a moment, threats are one of the biggest drivers for attention. If you mix this with dopamine, you will have their intention. That's guaranteed. So you can link these 2 neurotransmitters to opportunities and threats. The 2 basic clues that the human brain uses to figure out what to pay attention to. We're going to go back into old caveman times. Because the human brain is very goal focused, very much like a heat missile. If you imagine a heat missile, it just tracks onto the goal and it just follows it around everywhere. Just like the human brain is. This is exactly how the human brain is. And so the 2 basic clues that the human brain uses to figure out what to pay attention to: opportunities and threats. It can be a threat, someone posing a threat to your social standing on the social hierarchy within your tribe. That's a threat. Or you have an opportunity to increase your social standing on the social hierarchy within your tribe. So the human brain is also very judicious with its energy, meaning it's very good at ignoring things brutally. It doesn't care. If the brain doesn't see that whatever is in front of it is going to bring it value, it will completely ignore it. It will ignore it or stash it away for later where it will be forgotten. It saves energy and attention for only the things that will aid the human survival. Anything that doesn't seem valuable enough will be ignored or put off to later where it will then get forgotten. So below is a list of the clues that the human brain uses to know what to pay attention to. These are the clues. Take a screenshot of this or just click the link below. Just get this document. This is so important. This is everything. These are the things that the human brain uses to understand, okay, is this valuable enough for me to pay attention to? Super important. We're going to go through this one by one. So pattern interrupt, this is something that's uniquely different to everything else. It might be a threat or an opportunity. Again, linking back, it's either a threat or an opportunity that causes the brain to stop and think, whoa, what is this? I need to know what's on the other side of this. Movement, again, this could be a tiger jumping out from the bush in front of you, or could be a female to mate with. Again, it's either a threat or either an opportunity. Shiny or bold, anything that glitters or has a bold color catches the eye and demands attention. This can be brought back to sound as well. If your UGC creative has a certain sound at the beginning, which is just like completely different to anything else they have, this is also a pattern interrupt, but it's also a movement. And it's also shiny and bold. Bold sounds. Just completely stop the scroll. Stop people from doom scrolling. Imagine I'm on my phone. I'm scrolling. Whoa. I just have a massive surge of attention just comes through. And I'm just focused singularly on what's in front of me. Because something shiny and bold has come through. Extreme size, so anything super big or super small comes through. And you're going to see a good example of this in one of the case studies below in just a second. Something that's unexplainable. So if there's a phenomena that betrays the laws of the world, you will hyper focus on that. There's going to be all of these are going to have examples down below, so just wait a second. There's conflict and drama. So anytime there's an attack, it automatically attracts attention because this links with threats. Objective beauty, so the golden ratio, things that are truly beautiful. This could be a female or a waterfall or even some pattern. Anything that contains the golden ratio or something that's just people universally find beautiful. And it also matches with the previous experience. So basically a pattern recognition. When you find something out and see it again, you know what it is straight away and it catches your attention. This is why social media influencers, people like Andrew Tate. If you look at Andrew Tate, the man is renowned everywhere. He's known by his audience, and the second his audience sees him on TikTok or on Instagram or whatever other platforms are on, they will sit there, they will scroll through the comments, they will protect him. What I'm going to say is that people will, number one, their attention will be stolen by a pattern recognition. If you recognize something, you're going to sit there and you're going to think, well, I know that. I remember from 2 years ago, that color. I remember that color. What does it remind me of? Oh, wait, let me just watch this video. It's going to stop and catch your attention. And it's going to give your brain a reason to keep paying attention. It's going to give you that dopamine and norepinephrine spike that's required for you to pay attention. So now let's see how this is used and top creators are actively killing it. So the BOXRAW example, we're going to take a look at the first 3 seconds of this ad, and you tell me what you think. Okay. Well, exactly that. Let's just rewatch the first 3 seconds of that so you can understand what this is. Cool. What clues did you notice that BOXRAW was using in this ad? Just think about it for a second. They're using BOXRAW, which matches with previous experiences. This is what I was talking about earlier with my analogy of Andrew Tate. People who are boxers, which is BOXRAW's target audience, they know BOXRAW. You see, he's a world champion. People know about him. Even if they don't support him, they know of him, and therefore they're going to pay attention because it's a pattern recognition. They remember him. They know who he is. Secondly, BOXRAW is boxing. So that includes the movement clue and the conflict and drama clue. So BOXRAW's boxing, he's fighting, obviously. If there's fighting, it's obviously conflict and drama. But even if it's on a bag, it's still conflict and drama. So it catches the eye and it draws attention. There's also movement, of course. He's boxing, he's moving his arms about, he's bouncing backwards and forwards, and it's just, the more you see this used in real life, the more you're going to start to understand its power. Also, there is a man shouting in the background and there is a whistle blowing. So there is a massive pattern interrupt. It's still native to the platform, but it's a pattern interrupt. It's completely different to anything else that we would have seen on the platform. And there are some more, but just for a second, let's focus on these. BOXRAW's target audience is obviously going to be a boxing-based demographic, and in just the first 3 seconds of the creative, we have 4 different clues that brain uses to pay attention. BOXRAW is someone all boxers would know of, and so they instantly recognize him. They stop scrolling and say, oh look, it's BOXRAW. I know him. It doesn't matter if they like him or not, they know him. And BOXRAW's boxing-based audience also mostly likely trains boxing. Therefore, they know how hard it is to actually maintain the level of technique BOXRAW displays. Therefore, you could also argue that it plays into objective beauty. You could also argue, it's not one of the main ones here, but it definitely is something that can enter the conversation. Anyway, This ad is a perfect example of how you can mix and match different clues together, and this collectively will make people stop scrolling and focus on your ad. So this is also one of BOXRAW's oldest running creatives, so it's definitely raking in millions, 100%. Now we're going to look at another example, Sabri. This is one of his newest ads from the 11th of March. It's literally just a couple of days ago. You can already see from the thumbnail, it's going to be crazy, but look.
You want more clients? You think you can scale your business on excuses? Drink this. Zuckerberg.
Okay, we kind of went 8 seconds long, but if you look at that, you're going to see right now. Pause for a second and think about what you notice. If you got your answer, yeah, just stick with it for a second. I'm going to take you through this because this ad is absolute gold. It's crazy. So the man is doing push-ups. Okay, first of all, it's native to the platform, so people aren't going to see it's obviously an ad. And even if they do see it's obviously an ad, he's still got the... We're going to talk about this in a second. Look, just look at this. The man is doing push-ups, so it's automatically a pattern interrupt, okay? And there is movement, of course. Push-ups bring movement. There are 2 visible dwarfs. This brings extreme size, and it's also unexplainable. No offense to any of the dwarfs out there. If you're a dwarf and you're watching this video, no offense to you, but... dwarfs aren't exactly something you see every day. The background also contains big strong trees, which is objective beauty. You want more clients, the dwarf says. Matches with previous experiences. Big bold subtitles. Yeah, let's bring this back here. Zuckerberg blood. Okay, that in itself is actually a pattern interrupt. And it's also matches with previous experience. But look, big bold subtitles, shiny and bold. The dwarf slaps Sabri. Conflict and drama. So this ad is an absolute masterpiece. The scene starts off with Sabri doing push-ups, which automatically is a pattern interrupt and displays movement. The eye is drawn to the 2 midgets standing there. No offense to any of the midgets, but this is definitely a pattern interrupt, and it also plays into the size and unexplainable clues. This ad is perfect by the playbook. It does everything right. And it's not even a short ad. It's not a short ad, and the man is raking in millions. It's only been running for a couple of days, but it's raking in millions because it just does everything right. It's perfect by the playbook. The first sentence hooks in the target market. The visuals get everybody hypnotized into his ad. People stop from doom scrolling, and he demands their attention. Okay, I have zero doubt this ad is raking in millions. Now, if you want 3 UGC ad creatives made for your brand for free, then make sure that you click the link in the bio, in the description below. It's completely so that you can start attracting more customers to your site, and just make sure that you get in touch. And again, make sure that you explicitly say, hey, I want the 3 free UGC ad creatives. Okay, otherwise I'm not going to know what you're talking about. My team's going to know what you're talking about. And you should also join my newsletter. You're going to get daily actionable plug and play systems being sent out, so you can just implement it into your ads and make a whole bunch of sales real quick. And again, if you want access to this document forever, I'm not going to ask you for an email or anything. Just click the link in the description below. I'm going to make it explicitly obvious that, hey, this is a document. Click here to get it. You're going to have access to all of this, so you have it forever. Whenever you're creating your next ad, if you don't want to get in touch with us, whenever you're creating your next ad, you can just look through this, and it's a complete goldmine for you and your brand for anything, whenever you're trying to make content or even run any ads. Anyway, I hope this helped, and yeah, see you soon.